Record warmth with hazy sun and clouds and spotty rain on Wednesday. Good Tuesday night, election night, East Tennessee. David Aldrich, Captain Accurate here from the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. Well, it was a very warm day. We hit 83 degrees. That is near record heat. The record high, 84, set back in 1948. It was 82 in Oak Ridge, 81 in Athens, 81 in Morristown. Well, it was only 71 in Crossville today. You look at the average high, it's 64. We were 19 degrees above normal. The record high set back in 1948. Peak wind gust today was 26 miles an hour. I said this morning a peak gust of 25 would be on the table. Now, we did hit 75, to be fair, in Johnson City. Nashville itself hit 77, while it was 75 in Chattanooga. Not everybody was super warm. Our friends in Asheville came in at 63 degrees today. You take a look at the Ultimate Doppler radar presented by your local Marco's Pizza. Things look pretty quiet across the board. Nothing to see here. In fact, it's going to stay pretty quiet into the overnight period. Marcos.com, if you're hungry for a late night snack, they do deliver. Hardin Valley, Farragut, Maryville, Fountain City, Halls, and Oak Ridge. You can find them at Middlebrook Pike and Ebenezer Road. They're very big donors to No Kid Hungry. They give back quite a bit, as well as to East Tennessee Children's Hospital. I hope you'll check them out. They have a magnificent pizza they call the Magnifico for less than $10, and they have a Pozzoli for less than $6. The pepperoni and sausage is my personal favorite. Check out the new Pozzoli. Marcos. Now, we do have some rain on the west side of Tennessee, back toward Memphis, back toward Jonesboro, Arkansas, but it's all moving from south to north, essentially. More snow is popping up in blue around Denver, Rockies, and back toward Montana at this hour, while more rain extends into parts of the Great Lakes, more thunderstorms in the Gulf of Mexico. We're going to talk about the tropics here in just a moment. But if you look at our November rainfall at 0.21, that's not a lot of rain, but it is well above, more than twice what we received in all of October. October coming in as the third driest on record. You can see the future rainfall. This may be aggressive. I think this is probably over to the top for tomorrow, but it puts 6/100 of an inch in Oak Ridge and a little more than 1/10 of an inch in Morgan County, Wartburg tomorrow. Maybe an 1/8 of an inch, 8/100 of an inch of rain there in La Follette, but it will be pretty light and paltry. I think it's spotty at best for both Wednesday as well as Thursday. I left a 20% chance of rain for both, as I think this is probably overstated. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. By the way, if you haven't downloaded the new Captain Accurate Weather app with Pete Michaels Traffic, I hope you'll do so. It now has 10 days. An extended 10-day forecast for virtually any city on the planet. If you want a 10-day forecast for Tokyo, Japan, it's there. 10-day forecast for London, England, or Walt Disney World in Florida. You'll get that on the fingertips of your app. Just check it out, 48 hours of hourly data. We've got power outages, air quality alerts, as well as the drought monitor. When we have had a hurricane like Helene, it takes out power like it did in North Carolina. It's nice to be able to have that at your fingertips, whether it's the county or the state view. Now, my winter weather outlook is now online if you want to check it out. It's over 15 minutes. It's a video that's now online, but you've got to be a premium member. Just check us out. Hit the subscribe button at the top of my Facebook page. It's only $4.99 a month, or 16 cents a day. I think it's a real weather bargain because you get so much more than just the outlook. You get the first snow forecast issued to you first as a premium member. Now, this is Raphael. I mentioned this storm is likely to become a hurricane. As you can see, a little circle there. This moves toward western Cuba, and these are the future, he says, Raphael winds. Now, if you watched me anytime last evening, I said this is likely to move west. And so I didn't want to move the camera angle as it passes by Key West. This is now showing it's moving west. Well, that's strange. It's kind of like where you said it would go. Yeah, see, I said it would go that way. And yesterday, where was it headed? It looked like Panama City. Looked like it was heading to Destin. And I said, no, give it time. It'll auto-correct, it'll buffer, it'll recalibrate, and certainly that's what this model is doing. Now, it may very well rain itself out over the Gulf of Mexico, especially if it's not captured by the approaching cold front, but it could just park itself there and weaken dramatically as it moves to the south of Louisiana. We'll watch that closely. Now, the potential tracks were very telling. Most of them were clustered to the west. There was only a few stragglers that moved it toward Tampa, maybe toward Panama City and Destin, but the bulk of the energy looked like it was going to move west, and that's the way it's going to be. That's why I think Saturday will be dry for the Vols game against Mississippi State. But more on that in just a second. Now, this is a hurricane, right? It's a weak hurricane, Category 1, with 75. You need 74 to become a hurricane, but that's what Rafael is, headed toward western Cuba. Well, we're in agreement there, but it then takes a left-hand turn, right? How hard does that left-hand turn go? Well, there's Friday. There's Friday afternoon. It looks like it's going to be south of Louisiana. Maybe it drifts in the direction of the Lone Star State. Maybe it never makes it to the Lone Star State. But it's far enough to the west that by the time you hit Sunday, it's not raining in Knoxville for the ball game, right? It's a Saturday night game, and that's where it's going to be most likely in the center of that cone by midday on Sunday. So just wanted to give you the specifics. Rainfall amounts will be much heavier over the open water. You can see 6, 8, 10 more inches you can see, but it all kind of dances around us. We're not in the swath of heavy rain. It's just not the way it goes. Now, with winds of 75, it is a Category 1 with very dangerous winds producing some damage that can be expected for western Cuba. 30% chance that Sarah becomes a new storm. Yes, there's a possibility of another storm forming, as I think the active hurricane center will continue right through about the 15th of November. But Sarah, Tony, and Valerie are the next names, if available and needed, on that list. Now, today was election day. We could probably get rid of the box there. Record heat tomorrow. I think we're going to easily break the record tomorrow. Today we were close, right? 1 degree short. But spotty rain Wednesday, Thursday. And then I have us mostly sunny on Friday. But as I've already indicated, Rafael is the reason why I kept it dry on Saturday. Because of the energy from the Gulf, I think it's going to delay the chance of rain. So I've got increasing clouds for the game. It might be drizzling in Jamestown, Fentress County during the game, but I don't think it's going to be raining in the valley. So the plateau will have the best chance for a few showers, like passing showers, by the time this game gets underway at 7 o'clock. Saturday night will be in the mid-60s and cooling to the low 60s by the fourth quarter. So here's how tomorrow looks. 11 o'clock tonight, no rain. 7 o'clock, 7:15. Tomorrow morning, no rain, and then you can see it's spotty, right? It doesn't look that impressive. Maybe a line like this if we're lucky. This is probably pie in the sky, as most of the energy is going to be slowly moving along this boundary, and this boundary is not going to move much because of Rafael making its presence known in the Gulf. I do think we're just going to be teased with rain opportunities. The best chance may not come until Sunday, Monday of next week. Monday, of course, is Veterans Day, the 11th day of the 11th month. So let's get to the forecast. Yes, there's a possibility of patches of fog. You can see that developing here at 5, 6, 7 in the morning. Some of us may be greeted with poor visibility through 8 o'clock or so. But as we take a look at tonight's forecast, partly to mostly cloudy, very warm with some fog late, variable winds 0 to 5. Tonight, we're headed down to, are you ready for this? A very warm 62. Normal low would be 41. We're going to be 21 degrees above normal tonight, all artificially warm heading into the wee hours. 82 tomorrow. The record high is still around 80. So we're going to be, I think, easily beating it by 2 degrees, which is impressive. But let me get to that 7-day forecast. The Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast for Knoxville, East Tennessee. 80 on Wednesday is only from 2 years ago. 79, record high Thursday, is from last year. And both of them, I think, are going to fall, and we're going to replace it with the year 2024. That's my suspicion. We're going to be in the mid-70s for the weekend, 30% chance of rain Sunday, Monday. But again, I don't see any downpours or what might be considered a significant rain. It doesn't look like it's in the offering, and I don't think we're going to benefit from Rafael in the same way that we benefited from Helene, although Helene's rains were pretty torrential. But just some spots of rain, I think, for tomorrow and Thursday. By the way, if you haven't picked up the Captain Accurate Weather app, please do so. It's with Pete Michaels Traffic. Just search the 2 words Captain Accurate at the App Store or Google Play. We'll see you here tomorrow morning, 6:40. I'll be live streaming, but you can always watch it when it's convenient for you. Have a good night. Take care.